Hello and welcome everyone. Today I will explain to you the traditional form of the scherzo. The scherzo has always been a fresh and often energetic part of the classical repertoire, filling in the gaps between more serious and heavy movements in symphonies and string quartets, and representing dances and humorful episodes in ballets, operas and other genres. The very word scherzo means joke or jest, and the form is for this reason one of the most easily accessible, which is exactly the reason why I chose to start with the scherzo form in this series. So let's start with a quick overview of the form itself, after which we'll dive into the actual employment of the form in Beethoven's Third Symphony to further exemplify it. A scherzo is often in either binary or ternary form, meaning it has 2 or 3 distinct sections or themes. Before the rise of the scherzo to popularity in the late 18th century, it was more often binary, which meant that it consisted of 2 themes or sections that were alike but distinct enough or in different keys to create a binary dynamic between the 2. After the crossover into the classical era, however, a trio was often added at the end of this binary structure, after which the binary would be repeated once more, creating a sort of symmetrical structure. The name already refers to its contents. It usually exists of 3 instruments, or at least 3 instrument groups that interact with each other, further adding to the light and breezy nature of the scherzo. Of course, not all scherzos are exactly like this, as composers more often than not tend to take creative liberties, in rare cases even resulting in a scherzo looking more like a sonata than an actual scherzo. To give an example, we'll look at the scherzo from Beethoven's groundbreaking Eroica, premiered in 1805 and dedicated to Napoleon Bonaparte. Beethoven chose a more extended form for this scherzo. He started out with the main theme in B-flat major, the dominant of the main key, which we'll call part A. After this, the same motif is played in the key of F, the secondary dominant of the main key, which we'll call part B. After this part B, Beethoven modulates back to B-flat major, coming back to the theme A, leading to a full fortissimo statement of the theme in the main key. Now listen to this full so-called rounded binary, knowing the structure of the themes. Now, Beethoven repeats this whole binary statement before he moves on to the trio. The trio of the Eroica Scherzo contains one of the most famous passages in all of musical literature, featuring grand heroic calls from the three horns and playful interactions between the strings and woodwind sections. The rest of the scherzo is exactly the same as the binary before the trio, except for the fact that Beethoven ends the binary with the following coda. And there you have it, the scherzo form in its most basic conception. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about musical form or classical music itself, and I'll see you in my next video.